Hi, Tim. Thank you so much for taking the interview today. I know the market has been really busy today.
Yes, the market's having actually a very good day. We're up into new high territory for the Dow, the S&P, potentially the NASDAQ also. And what's very constructive is that the breadth of the market's very strong. Advances are leading decliners by between 4 and 5 to 1. And that's something that a lot of people have really been hoping that this rally would broaden out into other sectors of the market. And we're seeing a lot of that today.
What kind of rotation did you see the market, sector rotations have you seen?
Well, pretty much into today, everything. And where some people are a little concerned about the market being overextended, what I've noticed really is that stocks that are breaking out, when they break out, they don't necessarily pause the next day. They break out and they just keep going for another 2 or 3 days. So there's numerous stocks that I've seen that in not just in tech, but also in some other names that have been very strong in the last week or so.
Yeah, today's biggest news is about the CPI number.
Sure.
So how do you interpret that?
Okay, so those numbers, let's talk about both the PPI and CPI. PPI came out yesterday.
Right.
Both numbers together are the whole inflation picture. That's what's really the Fed's going to look at. PPI, people were expecting it to be a little bit higher, plus 0.3%. It came in at negative 0.1. Right. And the PPI, of course, is much more at the wholesale and manufacturing level.
Right.
So if there's going to be a big tariff impact, you're most likely going to see it in the PPI. The prior month, PPI was plus 0.9. And that's what had people concerned about a tariff impact. Now, that number was revised downward a little bit to plus 0.7. And with this month's number coming in just one tick negative, people are saying, well, maybe we had that impact last month and it's over. Now, the CPI came in very much in line. On the core, 0.3. That's what people were looking for. The headline number was maybe a tick higher than estimates at 0.4, but still, the Fed is going to cut rates next week. The question seems to be now whether they're going to cut them 25 or 50 basis points, and then whether or not they're going to also cut in October and December. And when you combine that with the jobs numbers, where we had weekly employment claims, I hope this wasn't your next question, but where we had weekly employment claims this morning also, they were plus 260. That's a high number, and it really is going to force the Fed, combined with the employment numbers that we got a week ago, to be more concerned about employment than inflation, and that's why they're going to cut. Frankly, the Fed Fund futures contract right now is projecting a 25 basis point cut in each of their 3 meetings before the end of the year. So that would be a total of 75 basis points.